really should have called this stream Thursday live stream rather than Thursday night live stream. I guess it's a lot of people, it's their morning, but it's my evening over here. So normally I would do these my morning, which would be everybody else's evening, and I will definitely be doing that over the weekend, but I'm testing a new streaming setup at the moment. So if anybody's watching this, what's up? How are you? What are you all up to? And, you know, I can do things like this. Look at that. I can now post your comments into the chat. Thanks, Rummy, I should say. And Hollywood actress, I'm going to maybe guess that the name is a hint about where you're based. 7:30 in Wyoming, Michigan. Wyoming, Michigan, not Michigan, Wyoming. That's awesome. Look at that. You can see the comments on the screen. Technology, right, everybody? I'm using StreamYard at the moment, so shout out to my buddy Jason Headfirst, because I've been watching a lot of his streams with Dave Freeman, which have been awesome. The sync's not working. Okay, that is good to know. And it's good to know, so I'm sure there's probably some setting somewhere that I can fix and get the sync synced up. Actually, that's a good question. I wonder how I do this. Right. Very, very interesting. I'm going to have to ask somebody about this. Because obviously when I'm playing, I want people to be able to see my mouth move and hear it at the same time as well. So, yeah, I'm sure there's some advanced setting or something like that in there that I can tweak and get in there. So, here we go. Streaming and recording. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Cool. I'll be able to fix all of this up. This is awesome. So, Midland NC. This is really, really cool. And look at this. You're all on the World Wide Web. World Wide Web. The magic of the internet, kids. So I imagine a bunch of people are having their morning coffee and starting work and doing things like that. Madrid in Spain. That's super, super cool. Italy. And we've got someone catching their first live stream. So good on you, Andrew Paul. What was I saying? Oh, it's better now. Well, there you go. I had touched absolutely nothing, but it's keeping up with it. There's also there's a cat down at my feet trying to play with cables, aren't you? Hey, come on. Show the internet what they want to see. Ooh, 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 don't run away. Don't run away, pussycat. Here we go. Live fuzz. What do you reckon? Hey? Whoosh! You're a wiggly, wiggly worm, aren't you? Ah, there we go. That's what the internet wants to see. Cat butt. This is why they catch the streams. This is absolutely why they catch the streams. And this is all they can see at the moment. I'm just going to hang out for another 5 or 10 minutes on here, so if anyone has questions or random thoughts. 2 Notes Opus, I have not tried. I haven't even got around to watching any of the demo videos. I know Michael Nielsen did a video, and I've got it queued up. I want to watch it on the weekend. So, yeah, it's such a... I mean, there's a few people, myself included, who have always thought it'd be really cool to have, like, you know, FM0, like a fractal with no foot switches or anything. So that's kind of that approach on there, where it's just like, yeah, you're going to put this in your gig bag, it's going to be the backup, and it will get you through. So thank you, Danny. Hope Melbourne is treating you well. What software am I using for streaming? Is it YouTube's own app? I'm using something called StreamYard now, and I'm using OBS to get the video in, and then I'm using StreamYard on here. So there was a question over here that I missed. There you go. This is what people want. So we've got, hey, what are you knocking that around for, hey? Bought an MP1 back in the 80s, had a trick to make it sound better. I would set the EQ in the negative range and turn up the drive and output. I'm going to try that. Thank you for the hot tip. That's excellent. Alrighty. I'm glad this is kind of synced up. And greetings from Bulgaria and Eastern Europe. My honor supervisor was Bulgarian, and my grandparents are Serbian as well, so I've never visited that part of the world, but I would absolutely love to go back to old country one day. StreamYard and OBS or Mac iOS. Yeah, it's all on. I'm not sure about iOS, but I'm using a Mac Studio at the moment, so it's all working perfectly here over here. Andrew Paul says, thank you for all the fractal stuff. My pleasure. I hope you like the blocks library. If you haven't got them, check the video description. You'll be able to get them. So, Fender 1960 CS. Have you tried the Mausoleum reverb? Yeah, it's very, very good. Those new reverbs are incredible. The springs are great. The new plates. Hey, what do you think about them, Geenie? You approve? I really like the Mechanics Hall and the Marble Hall as well for the new hall reverbs. I think they sound awesome. And we got Jimmy Biter. I should also post in here, and I'm going to do this for you, Jimmy. So I'm just gonna post that. There you go. Magic. I'm actually really enjoying this program. This is way better than using the YouTube native thing on there. Preslava from Bulgaria, I haven't, but I do love. There was some really, really cool like 80s rock stuff, and my dad has a bunch of records from that era as well. On a ship going from Sicily to Corsica. Kevin, that sounds amazing. I assume you're on holiday and having an amazing time in there, so that yeah, to be in the Mediterranean this time of year would be an absolutely beautiful thing on there. This one comes from Andrew Paul. Great edge of breakup settings for the FM3. There's probably quite a few older videos on there, but for the edge of breakup amps, man, try the AC20 treble 12AX7. That's the one. That's the one that just works for that kind of thing. I've got like a clean Dumble thing in my blocks library as well that works pretty nicely for that as well. Did everybody else catch the Boss RV200 video that I did as well? Because that is going to keep a lot of people happy. They never did an RV20. There's a 500 and there's the pedals like the RV5 and the RV6. But yeah, it's kind of cool to see that small form factor pedalboard friendly thing that they're doing with 2-foot switches and MIDI on there. So yeah, I think it's going to keep a lot of people happy. And we have someone from Tuscany as well. One of the most beautiful parts of the world there. I had dinner with a friend last night, and they were saying how they had just been in Italy and they'd kind of driven around there, and they'd been to Bologna and a few other places there. So, and yeah, the subs it's crazy, right? Remember when you had 25k live stream celebration? I'll definitely do a 100k thing if if I get there. Of course, it's always amazing that so many people follow it and subscribe to the channel and things like that. So it's you people keep me motivated and keep me doing all of this. So I really appreciate it. Here we go. This is a good one from Danny. Change the first tone knob on my Strat to be a universal tone knob. Second tone knob will be converted to a HFF reverse tone knob. That's a really, so kind of like a bass cut. I've seen a few people doing the bass cut thing on there. So what are you using for, like, how does that work? What parts do you have to use on the pots? Yeah, and importer exporter Art Vandelay is here. Man, the MT100 looks pretty cool. I know Mark's a big rectifier fan, so yeah, I'd love to actually try that against my old Recto. We got Cornwall. There's a TV chef called Rick Stein, and I watch a lot of his stuff. I really like his stuff, and like his favorite place in the world is Cornwall, and every time I see it, I'm like, one day I want to go there as well. And we have Wales as well, which is another place I find absolutely fascinating. So I missed a question up here. So my top favorite 3 bands. Again, this is highly dependent on the time of day or the day of the week that you ask me this on. Oh man, yeah, that's impossible to answer. What I would say is I have a series of videos called 5 Killer Riffs, where I'm just kind of going through my favorite bands and, kind of picking apart all the best bits on there. So if you search 5 Killer Riffs on the channel, you'll get a good idea of some of them. So Sleepless Night just saying hello. And the Strat arrived yesterday. So everybody wish Rockstar Jazz Cat some good vibes so that you can, get some shut-eye and enjoy the new guitar. Alrighty, this has been working great. This is awesome. Yeah, the MT100 being under 2K, well done. Especially especially because it's hard to get like a PRS guitar anywhere close to that at the moment. So yeah, they've done really, really well. With StreamYard as well, what I'm going to be able to do is live stream some of the Gear Podcast episodes. So we'll probably do a stream tomorrow about midday my time. So it's probably close to like midnight Eastern in the US. So if anybody's up and they want to catch that, it will be recorded and it will be posted later. But yeah, it'll be nice to try this and actually be able to interact with some people and take some questions on there. So this one is from Rummy again. Enjoying the TMP. Yeah, it's a really, it's such an easy unit to use. Hey, I'll be really interested to see what they do with updates for it and like what they add. I saw a post, I think on the Gear page, where they said, here's a list of amps we're going to add, hopefully in the next update, Soldanos and stuff like that. So yeah, that's awesome. I'm very, very glad you're enjoying that. And shout out to Blues Player down in Bunbury. I was talking to somebody about Bunbury the other night. Man, I think maybe the second or third gig I ever did was at Fitzy's down in Bunbury, which we used to do that quite a bit. That was wild, that gig. I remember that very, very well. Anyone getting the Tezzy Switch mod on their guitars out there? I'm actually not aware of that one. So, alrighty. I am going to split everybody. I will do another stream, like I said, at some point tomorrow, and then I'll do a bunch more stuff on the weekend. And yeah, so for Australians, 3300 for the MT. That's for an all-tube multi-channel switching thing. That's very, very good for something that says PRS on it as well. So be very, very, very keen to check that one out. I saw the hologram, what did they call it? Chroma key or something like that. That looks pretty amazing as well. That's up for pre-order. There's so much good gear. It's crazy. Anyway, thanks for catching the little test live stream on here, everybody. I'm going to go and cook some dinner. Have an awesome day or evening, if it's the evening wherever you are. And yeah, we'll do this again very, very soon. And this is awesome to be able to bring up people's comments and things like that. This feels slick, doesn't it? I should get a Stream Deck as well, so I can do a bunch more stuff just by pressing buttons. So, all right, everybody take it easy. Appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.